here today for Zen versus LSPD and BCSO. Alrighty. Let's hear your preliminary motions. Let's get this over with. We have those.
So the defenses have a motion to suppress the phone call between attorney Silas Mercer and former officer Joseph Wedd for multiple reasons. One, he contacted Officer Wedd for the civil matter without attorney representing Officer Wedd so that he could have his I forgot how I worded it before. I've been up all day. In the grand schemes, it was his attorney was not present. Goes back to the same as with them, with the defense attorneys, where they need to be present in the cells and stuff like that. Same order applies, but with the officers, with the district attorney's office, nobody from the district attorney's office was made aware of this phone call prior to the phone call being made. A second motion of it is that Officer Wedd has not been seen since he retired. So therefore, there would be no way for the defense to be able to cross-examine anything that is said. So it would all be under the hearsay.
Your Honor, I'll keep this short because of the late start date of this case. But Your Honor, the call with former Officer Wedd was an investigative contact with a potential fact witness. Plaintiff had no notice that Wedd was represented. Wedd was not personally named as a defendant, and the questions were limited to factual issues about the pursuit, vehicle unit involvement, possible civilian contact, and whether aid was rendered. No privileged communications, legal advice, or defense strategy were sought or obtained. If the court has concerns, plaintiff submits that limited use or redaction is more appropriate than full suppression. Plaintiff respectfully asks that the motion to suppress be denied, or in the alternative, that the factual positions be allowed for limited use. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. This was outside of an official capacity. You asked him, though?
This was just
Up
an
to you,
investigative
Silas.
call.
Okay. What was the call? What was the question, Silas?
The questions were regarding if he was involved in a police pursuit, where the pursuit took place, which vehicle he was in, and which vehicles were involved in the pursuit.
So you asked him about his official duties, that he was in about an incident while he was on his official duty without his representation. Right.
Yeah.
If this was a criminal case, it is what it is, but a civil case, I mean, any case really involving parties, may I ask why you didn't go through the state, as the state
Sure.
would be representing them?
I mean, the call is relevant to the civil matter because former Officer Wedd confirmed he was involved in a pursuit on the
Whether the-
date. He confirmed that a 10 sheriff unit was attached behind him. He acknowledged that contact with a two-wheeled vehicle happened during a pursuit.
For a second?
He no stop, and he stated he relied on officers behind him to check on the person. So this information may be relevant to unit identification, pursuit conduct, civilian conduct, and whether aid was requested or rendered.
Your Honor,
Okay.
whether
Did
the call
you
is relevant
did you
or
file
not,
an ex parte for this interview?
Negative, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, seeing as there's no ex parte filed, then I'm going to dismiss the motion. Next motion.
you're dismissing my motion, or
Or I'm
you're
sorry.
granting my
No,
motion?
I'm granting your motion. Sorry, I'm granting your motion. Sorry, I forgot you brought it up. You guys are sitting on opposite sides. I'm a little fucked up here.
Yeah.
I'm granting your motion to suppress. That was the motion, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to grant the motion to suppress. Moving on. Next one.
That's all I really have at this moment.
Mr. Mercer.
I have no further motions, Your Honor.
Okay.
Oh, I do actually have another one. I'm sorry, I had to scroll all the way up to get to it. We wish to have the
working, so
photographs
they need to leave the fuck alone.
of the Exhibit B be excluded, as they're also there's no way to confirm whether the blood on the ground is the defendant or the plaintiff's or not. Also, there's no way to confirm the location.
Respectfully, Your Honor, there is many ways to confirm the location based on where the pictures were taken and where the buildings in the pictures are located. Thank you.
They also don't fall under our SOPs, as a phone is not visible in the photo or a camera.
These pictures were
I'm gonna
taken with
take
a phone camera.
Just hold that thought 1 second here. I'm gonna let me review that real quick.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
What the fuck? Stop it. I was gonna have you tackle all the officers.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. No, you're fine.
Were we just trying to get the pussy out of him? Is that what we're
Yeah,
doing?
a complaint about Gabe.
Stealing aura.
Okay,
Stealing aura.
I want you, gentlemen, I want Mike and Silas. I want you to pull out your phone for me. Now, I want you to take a picture of anything in this fucking room. I don't care. Take a picture. I have a great one of the PD behind you and BCSO. It's amazing. I suggest y'all get selfies with them.
Oh no. We stole all the aura.
That was actually funny.
Okay.
Props to that guy. He done something funny
Thank
for
you.
once.
That was good. Yo,
Now.
send him some money.
Go to your photos
He's not worth that.
and click on
Oh,
that said photo. Do you see a camera visible within the
No,
photo?
Your Honor.
Okay. All right. I have no reason to believe that that is a doctored image whatsoever. So I'm going to let I'm assuming you're suing for damages, correct, and liability. Is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. I don't see an issue with D. Okay. So
You wanted to sit down there?
I'm gonna
You wanted to sit down there?
reject that one there, Mike.
I'm gonna put you right in.
Yeah, nothing else.
Okay. Alrighty. Seeing as this is a civil trial, no jury, it's a civil bench. I'll be the one finding the fact in your case, and I will be interpreting it in my professional capacity to the law. So, that being said, let's start with introductions.
Hey, I'll be right back.
You may
200.
go ahead, Mr.
What
Silas
is that?
Mercer.
My name is Silas Mercer. I am representing
that's a
my
ship?
client, Mr. Dao Zen, LSPD on the BCSO, Your Honor.
Okay. You may go ahead, Mr. Roth.
Mike Ross, Senior Prosecutor for the District Attorney's Office, representing LSPD and BCSO on the civil suit.
Okay. Alrighty. Now I've got a few questions because I'm not going to read through this whole fucking thing because I just missed it once. How many witnesses do you both have? I should have asked you
He'll be
before
fired.
introducing yourselves, but I want to know how many witnesses you each have or plan to have.
Four.
We request that 2 of the witnesses be excused based on the officer testimony of Joseph Wedd that only placed those 2 officers into the testimony, if you will. That would be Officer Graham and then Officer Peacock.
Okay, here's the deal. If I'm going to suppress your motion, or if I'm going to grant your motion to suppress evidence from Officer Wedd, then I can't use his testimony to then
Oh, yeah,
put
that's
only
right,
2
that's
officers here.
My bad.
Okay.
I have 0, Your Honor.
Okay. All righty. Well, let's get this fucking ball rolling. Go with your
Yeah.
opening.
Your Honor, the defense calls Miss Gretchen Black to the stand.
You don't have an opening statement?
Your Honor, this case is about a civilian who was injured during police activity, left without aid, and then forced to prove his own harm after the fact. On June 3rd, my client, Mr. Dao Zen, was riding his BMX near the San Andreas Avenue area when he was struck by what he experienced as a white police vehicle during or around an active pursuit. He was not the suspect. He was not fleeing from police. He was not part of the criminal case. He was a civilian on a bike. After the impact, no officer stopped to check on him, no officer remained with him, and no officer explained what happened. Mr. Zen was left injured until EMS later treated him. The court will see photographs of the scene and blood left at the roadway. The court will hear from Mr. Zen about what happened to him, what he felt, and how this changed his life. The court will also hear from EMS and review medical records documenting his injuries, treatment, and later therapy related to the emotional effects of
Fucking
this
therapy,
incident.
bro.
The defense may point to videos of Mr. Zen riding BMX, but those videos do not hurt his case. They explain it. Those videos show who Dao Zen was before June 3rd. They show that BMX was part of his daily life, his transportation, and his identity. He sought therapy, he changed how he moved around the city, and he became more reliant on cars because he no longer felt safe exposed on a BMX. The case does not require the court to believe every officer acted with malice. It requires the court to decide whether law enforcement had a duty to avoid injuring civilians during a pursuit, and at the very least, to make sure an injured civilian received aid afterward. Now, at the end of this trial, evidence will show that Dao Zen was injured, that EMS treated him, that the incident caused lasting emotional and financial impact, and that law enforcement failed to take responsibility for ensuring aid was rendered. Thank you, Your Honor.
Passion.
Nicely done. Nicely
That
done.
was fucking
Go ahead,
passion.
Mr. Ross.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Mike, get passionate.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defense, as the LSPD is concerned, is that at no point was a police officer shown in proximity to making contact with a bike. The incident that the plaintiff is claiming to have had only comes from his word of mouth. As for the pictures that are being shown, it's all hearsay. As for the doctor's reports,
More passion,
it
Mike.
shows minimal impact. The lifestyle that the plaintiff has had shows a grave disregard for his own safety and life that we will show later on. There is no way to tell if the injuries were from a contact with a vehicle or from the lifestyle choices that the plaintiff had therefore chose to do. Thank you, Your Honor.
More passion, more energy, more passion.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's move on. Appreciate the opening
I'm gonna need
statements.
you to
Let's
be a
move
little
on
bit more fucking
to.
passionate, Mike.
Yeah, it's a good thing it's not fucking Abijah really in this fucking case. Let's start with our witnesses.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defense calls Mr. Dao Zen to the stand.
How am I standing? Oh my god.
Okay. OP, you
All
got
right,
this.
brother. At this time, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you, Bob.
I do.
Thank you. Dao, before June 3rd, how often did you ride your BMX bike?
Every day.
Was your BMX bike just transportation for you, or was it also something you care deeply about?
Something I cared deeply about.
Before this incident happened, how comfortable were you riding around the city?
I was pretty comfortable. I'm pretty good at navigating the city on my bike.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, plaintiff would like to show the court what has been pre-marked as Plaintiff Exhibit A.
Tommy, come here. Is he suing BCSO because he got hit on a pursuit?
That's it, Peacock. After this, terrorism. Tired of smelling it. Spence, draft that shit quick, sir.
Are we having technical difficulties here, Alice?
Yeah, give it 2 seconds.
Listen, I don't know if you've seen that video that went viral floating around about a judge kicking out an electrician. But you about to be that electrician.
If you have the evidence on your phone, you can also airdrop it to everyone involved.
Oh my god, okay. I will do
Oh.
that.
Jesus Christ. I'll just go back to the fucking emails.
Yeah, it's in the docket, but
You know, the smut book I found under the judge's desk, it's actually pretty good.
You didn't find my 50 Shades of Opie, did you?
Shh. Don't re-releasing the government.
Judge Cole.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I believe you posted that in the wrong docket.
Okay, I've reviewed Exhibit A.
okay. So
Let's go make fun of that guy some more.
Mr. Zen, do you recognize the image?
Everybody, hold on, let me yell.
Exhibit A. Image of what?
Yeah.
It's the image of the blood at the
Yes, I do.
crime
No.
scene.
That would be Exhibit B, but Exhibit A would be your medical release.
Oh. My bad, Your Honor. I'm exhibiting Exhibit B then. Mr. Zen, what does this image show?
The street where I was hit and my bloodstains on the street.
Does it fairly and accurately show the scene as you observed it after the incident?
Yes, it does.
Is this blood from the aftermath of the incident?
Yes, it is.
Is this blood from the aftermath of the incident?
Yes, it was.
Thank you. Next question. What did you see or hear before you were impacted, Mr. Zen?
I saw a black car pass really quickly, and then a white PD hit me as I was crossing the street, the crosswalk.
What made you believe it was a police vehicle?
The sirens and the lights.
Okay. What happened to your body when you were hit?
I was flung like a few yards, maybe like 10, 20 feet, and left on the side of the road as the
Okay.
cruisers passed by.
Did any officer remain with you until EMS arrived?
No.
What did you want or need from the officers at that moment?
Just for someone to come for me.
Thank you. So, can you tell me why did you seek therapy after this incident?
I've tried to get on my bike, and I when I get on it, I like freeze up and I can't move like I used to. And then especially if I hear like sirens, like, you know, my hands get all sweaty and I like get all anxious, I guess.
Understood. Gotcha. So, what would you say changed emotionally after June the 3rd?
I just don't feel safe in the city anymore on my bike.
Are you still affected now?
Yeah, I'm still working through it with my therapist.
And was the therapy part of trying to recover and get back to normal?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Now, before June 3rd, how did you mostly get around?
Only on my BMX.
Objection asked and answered.
Send it.
Did he? Did you already ask that, Silas?
I didn't ask that. No.
It was one of the things that you asked. What was his primary means of transportation?
I thought that was his opening testimony.
I believe it was one of the first few questions, but it's all right.
Yep. I'm gonna allow you to continue, Mr.
Thank you.
Mercer.
After June 3rd, did your primary, mode of transportation change?
Yes, it did.
And why did you start relying more on a different mode of transportation?
Because I felt safer inside of it with like the roll cage and the harness and everything.
Right. Now, what exactly about being in a vehicle made you feel safer than being exposed on a BMX?
Well, the sound for sure, like muffles the police sirens, so I don't get as anxious when I hear them, and it keeps me strapped in and nice and tight, and I feel like I'm okay if I'm in there, and if they're driving around in 2-ton death machines, I'm in a 2-ton death machine too.
Okay. The defense rests, Your Honor.
You may. Do you have anything for him, Mike?
Yeah, I've got some questions for him.
You may proceed.
You said that your primary mode of transportation prior to June 3rd was your correct?
Correct.
Okay. What kind of lifestyle did you have prior to June 3rd?
Objection, relevance.
It speaks to the validity of the impact that he has while using his BMX bike.
What was your question again, Mike?
What was the lifestyle that he chose to do with his BMX bike prior
Okay.
to the June 3rd.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, lock the door. Please.
I'm going to sustain that actually.
Okay. Did you
Go ahead, Mike.
ever jump off a cliff with your bike?
I've done
Objection, relevance.
The relevance?
Yeah. Can you get to the point here on that, Mike?
I'm getting to it. Actually, do you want me to argue the relevance of it or no?
By all means, go ahead.
Okay. So the relevance is he had a disregard for his own safety while on the bike. I will be introducing video evidence to support this.
Mike, is this evidence that you've spoke with Judge Cole about already in a preliminary motion or hearing?
Yes, as it is on his own social media.
Okay. It is. So it is his Birdie account.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is from his own personal Birdie account.
Okay. Is this in the docket as well then?
It is. It's one of the videos that is in the docket. I can find the post on his Birdie of him jumping off the cliff. I believe it is
Is it the second montage, third
Yep,
montage,
the second montage of him jumping off a cliff. First montage is him jumping off from buildings.
Objection, foundation. The state has not established when these videos were recorded, who recorded them, or whether they were before or after
They're
the
from your own
incident.
client
broke on
on
it.
his own personal social media account.
The state has not established when these videos were recorded, who recorded them, or whether they were before or after the incident.
Again, they're on your own
If
client.
I mean, if you're whether who recorded them or not doesn't really matter. It is your client's personal Birdie account, and that is a public domain, which therefore he posted it to his public domain. Therefore, it is open to the public. I cannot. I'm going to overrule. Go ahead, Mr. Ross.
So
I reviewed exhibit.
Yeah,
two-
the
or
first video,
video two.
of so the first video of the montage is him jumping from buildings to buildings. That was on
Objection,
June 3rd.
relevance, unless the state can connect these videos to the June 3rd incident or to damages after that date.
Again,
Let's
these are based
let him
on
get there.
These are the relevance as he has a disregard for his own safety, as I've already established or said before.
Okay. All right. So what's your question, Mike?
So in the first video that was posted on June 3rd on your Birdie account, does it show you jumping from a building?
You're talking about the one that's on my Birdie right now? The pinned post?
Yes, that says, this post will be my last post for a while. Some things happened today. I don't know if I'll ever be able to write again. The trauma is real. I was going to post this as celebration, but now this is a memorandum. So you had already seen, so I am asking you jumping off from building, correct?
That is me in the videos, and that is stuff I recorded prior to that date.
It is of you jumping off from buildings. Yes or no?
Yes.
Objection, relevance.
I think he's already established that, Mr. Mercer.
In the second video on May 30th, you on your post 100 plus followers, and I will post the aftermath. Otherwise, you'll have to FAFO go buy yourself a BMX at Mags, Team Mags at Get Good. That's you jumping off a cliff. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Third video is you also jumping off from a cliff. As it says, it's kind of like it up here in Polito. Is that correct on your BMX bike at May 28th?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
May 27th, same thing. You actually jump, I believe, off from another like tall rock and do some stunts.
Okay, I think the court's gotten the point for the pattern that you were trying to establish here.
Yeah.
Can we move
So the last one that I have that establishes his own is the May 20th, where he's jumping from rooftop to rooftop. With that one, were you doing those same types of stunts the day in question?
I was not.
And two more questions that I have for the plaintiff here. The first one is that you said earlier in your testimony that you seen a black vehicle speed by mad quick, and then you proceeded to cross the intersection, correct?
I was already in the intersection as it passed me.
So you were already in the intersection. Did you make any effort to get out of the intersection?
The only way out of it is forward.
Say that again.
The only way out of the intersection was forward.
Is forward? Which way was forward?
Going north.
Okay, no further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, well, I do have a few questions. In your testimony earlier, you said, and it could have been your, either way, it came up that you were trying to cross in a crosswalk. Can
That is correct.
any of you show me in the exhibit where that crosswalk is? Because I am not seeing a crosswalk.
During his the last question, he said that he was already in the middle of the road.
Okay, well, I just need someone please answer my question, help me out here.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Any other witnesses or questions? I'm sorry, any other questions for Mr. Zen?
The defense would like to call Miss.
Do you have any other
Alright.
questions for Mr. Zen at the moment, right now?
Not right now, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Zen, I appreciate your patience and your cooperation. You may take a seat. Okay, you may now, next witness.
The defense calls Miss Gretchen Black to the stand, please. The 6th of June, or the 3rd of June, sorry.
Yes.
Do you recognize the medical records that have been submitted to the court?
I can't hear.
Let me look at them.
Are they shouting?
Make sure you speak with your chest, Miss Black.
Oh, sorry, give me 2 seconds. Let me do that now. There we go. Give me 2 seconds. Are they in the docket thing?
Yeah.
Whereabouts are they, if you don't mind me asking?
They're all the way up at the top. Signed by Aurora Gretchen. Can't be on it, sorry. My bad.
Give me 2 seconds. Are the ones I did these two in the thing them?
Yeah, my question is, did you have any occasion to my client, Mr. Dao Zen, at the June 3rd incident?
Yes, we did.
Right. And do you recognize the medical records that have been submitted to the court?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. So what did you observe when you treated Mr. Zen?
I I observed injuries of bruised spine, broken legs, not broken legs, uh, severe blunt force trauma to the legs and to the arms and to the chest. Some cuts and scrapes to the head.
Okay. Did his injuries require cleaning and bandaging?
Yes.
Was pain management provided?
Yes.
And as part of your assessment, did Mr. Zen tell you how he had been injured?
Yes, he had told me that he was allegedly struck by a squad car, a white squad car.
Now, would you say it's common for someone involved in a traumatic event to seek counseling afterwards?
Objection beyond the scope of the witness's expertise.
What'd you call Mrs. What'd you call Mrs. Black in here for?
I called her for the EMS treatment of my client at the scene.
At the scene?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what were you asking?
My question was, is this common for patients to request therapy after such an incident?
Can I answer?
Okay, I'm gonna overrule the objection because he's asking in
the day in
the
question, she was
witness's
a trainee.
experience.
That's fine.
It's relevant to her experience, so I'm overruling the objection. You may ask now. You may answer.
So I am not qualified to answer that. Don't have a therapy certificate, so I couldn't answer that with any expertise. But if you want my personal opinion, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
Were there any
objection?
Why don't you clarify the question?
That last comment.
Why don't we clarify the question, Mr. Mercer?
Next question for you is, were there any police officers present with Mr. Zen when you encountered him?
Negative.
Did anyone from law enforcement brief EMS on what had happened?
No.
Thank you. That's all, Your Honor.
I have a few questions.
You may proceed.
Ms. Black, could you? I didn't write it all down. Could you go back through the injuries of what you had observed?
Observed blunt force trauma to the legs, the arms, and the upper chest area, and some cuts and scrapes on the on his head.
Okay. In the medical report that was issued earlier, or that was for Exhibit A, does that say anything in there of any of those wounds?
No, because I was the one who wrote the report.
Any reason why you didn't write the report?
Because I was an active trainee at the time. I wasn't. I don't think I was allowed to write reports on these things.
Would it have been common for you to report to the person who was making the reports of the injuries of the person?
Yes,
Did
but
you?
I didn't because I was having technical difficulties at the time.
So we just have to take your word for it that those injuries were consistent with what you had just testified earlier, correct?
Correct.
Even though there's no medical report that can corroborate that.
Objection asked and answered.
I can talk for myself. I can't talk.
Overruled.
I get you, and that's fine. It's like,
Correct.
come here. Oh wait, wrong way. My bad.
Based
I
upon
meant to go the other
the
way.
medical evidence that was provided by Silas and the testimony that doesn't match up, we'd like to strike all testimony from Miss Black from the record.
I'm gonna grant that motion. So it will be stricken from the record. I don't see, the court doesn't see how this Exhibit A, and no offense to you,
Please.
Miss Black. I think you're a professional in your own right in your field. I just don't understand the relevance of having you here when your superior at the time is the one that wrote and signed the report, the release.
Can I do a sidebar with the judge for a second with you?
Sometimes he's handed a bad message, so
In regards to,
sometimes
In
it's
regards to
better
why
yeah.
why
He's on it, he's on it.
I'm here and not the other medic.
Win or lose, kids.
I mean, you might as well just give it out there. So
She is taking
What's her name, Ross?
I think she's taking a leave of absence. She has something
Opie?
stuff to do in the upper
Wonderful, thank you.
things, if you know
Okay.
what I mean.
Okay.
She's not able to come around, if you know what I mean.
Okay, so that's why you're here then.
Yes.
Okay, that answers that question. It still doesn't do a whole lot for the court. And again, that's nothing against you. That's just that's just where we are.
I apologize for the
No need to apologize. No need to apologize.
The lack of preparation on my part. I don't know. There's been a lot of things that happened because of what happened to a baby.
Ma'am, you're not under trial. Okay, you're not under question. You're just here answering a few questions. You're not on trial.
Okay.
Mr. Ross, are you done with the witness then?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with the witness.
Okay. Ms. Gretchen, I appreciate you. You may now step down. Thank you.
Am I needed anymore?
No
Thank
one
you,
needs
Ms.
to touch,
Gretchen.
do they?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you. Oh,
Here, I'm gonna throw food and drink in your pocket. I know that was a little stressful.
yeah, I know it was a bit stressful. The first court case.
Okay, next
You did
witness.
amazing.
All right, I'm gonna try getting back to the thing without going to the floor.
This calls Mr. Melvin Graham to the stand.
I don't believe Officer Graham is here with us. You could ask
Okay.
Opie if he's in radio.
I'll check. What's his name?
Melvin Graham.
Melvin Graham.
Negative. He's not on any tech.
Understood. The next witness on the list is Mr. Drew Peacock, Your Honor.
Let me find it. What tech is he going to?
I believe he's the sheriff of the BCSO.
Yes, he is the sheriff of the BCSO.
Oh my God, where did he go?
Hold.
He was. Give me just a second, y'all. I'll make a phone call.
Anybody there? Not getting an answer.
All right, understood.
Well, are these witnesses subpoenaed?
They are not, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Mercer, that doesn't look too great on you. That's probably
Your
something
Honor,
we
if I
should
may.
work on. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Sorry to
What's up?
interrupt. Peacock is going to be involved in a extreme situation right now. It's going
You
to
know
be
what? That's perfectly fine. There's no subpoenas, therefore I can't lawfully fucking order him here. So, Mr. Mercer, that's kind of a fudge up on your part. All right. Seeing as that's the end of witnesses, let's proceed to our closing statements.
Will I go first, Your Honor?
Yes, you will, because you would
Thank
be
you.
prosecution, quote unquote.
Your Honor, this case began with one simple question. What happens when a civilian is hurt during a police pursuit and nobody in law enforcement stops to help? After hearing the evidence, the answer should not be complicated. The police, by definition, are required to maintain public safety. The police are, therefore, the public's lapdogs. And in this case, like rabid female dogs in heat, the police smelled a whiff of action and acted like a crazy bitch. My client, Mr. Dao Zen, testified about what happened to him on his BMX. He was struck by a white law enforcement vehicle during or near an active pursuit. He was left injured. No officer stopped. No officer checked on him, and no officer stayed with him until EMS arrived. Now, his testimony was not unsupported. The photographs show the scene and visible blood at the roadway. The EMS records confirm that he was treated after the incident. The medical documentation shows bruising, wound cleaning, bandaging, and pain treatment. The therapy records show this was not merely a scrape and a bad afternoon. It affected his ability to do what he loved most, BMX freely around the city. Now, the defense has showed videos of my client, Mr. Dao, riding his BMX, but those videos do not disprove his damages. They prove what he lost. Before June 3rd, Mr. Dao rode every day. He was confident. BMX was his transportation and his identity. After June 3rd, he froze when trying to ride. Sirens and police lights triggered him. He sought therapy. He began relying on vehicles instead of the bike that had been central to his life. Now, the defense may argue that no officer had admitted to striking him. The civil cases are not decided only by confession. They're decided by the weight of the evidence. Mr. Dao's testimony, the photographs, the EMS records, the therapy documentation, and the absence of any meaningful law enforcement, for what happened all point in the same direction. The police report does not save the defense. If anything, its silence is part of the problem. It does not meaningfully account for the route, civilian contact, whether aid was requested, or whether an injured civilian was checked on. If a civilian is struck or possibly struck during a pursuit, that should matter. It should be documented. It should be followed up. It should not vanish because the chase was exciting. And that brings us to the heart of this case. The police works for the state. And who is the state? The state is not some abstract building or badge or office. The state is the people of the city. Police authority comes from the people and exists to maintain the public safety. And in this case, the police, as colorful as that may sound, they acted like a crazy bitch. And the failure beneath that is serious. A pursuit does not erase duty. A badge does not erase responsibility. A missing report entry does not erase blood on the road. And a video of Mr. Dao riding BMX before the incident does not erase the harm done after it. My client, Mr. Dao Zen, is not asking this court to punish police for doing their job. He is asking the court to hold them accountable for what happened when they failed to do the most basic part of that job: protect the people of the city, including the ones left injured in their path. And for those reasons, my plaintiff respectfully asks the court to find in favor of Dao Zen and award damages for his physical injuries, emotional distress, medical and therapy consequences, financial impact, and failure of law enforcement to render aid. Thank you, Your Honor.
Alrighty, Mr. Ross.
Thank you, Your Honor. The plaintiff in this has the burden of proof of providing the medical statements. Nowhere in the entire testimony of the this case has medical reports been brought up as far as the cost of it. Nowhere in it does it show the cost that the plaintiff has lost due to this incident. We're not saying that the incident may have not have happened. We're saying that it didn't happen. There is nothing in here that says that an officer struck him only by the words of the plaintiff themselves. In the medical report, it shows that the plaintiff was the one that decided to report this. No law enforcement reported it as it's part of their SOPs. The medical report does show pain relief due to prior to flushing and cleaning the wounds with saline and bandages. But it also says over-the-counter medicine that is needed for minor injuries. Nowhere in this was the therapy documentation ever provided to the courts during the trial. Just because they're in the docket does not mean that they're included into the trial. Lastly, the plaintiff's lifestyle between jumping off from cliffs and buildings proves a greater risk of the impact that he could make landing on the ground in an awkward position. How do we know that the blood is even his on the ground? And if how do we know that he wasn't performing a stunt? He may have said that he was not performing those stunts, but as you could see prior to that, it was a daily occurrence that he would make these types of reckless stunts and disregards for his own safety. For that, the defense wishes that the defense not demands, but almost grant that the burden of proof was not proven by the plaintiff, that no pain and suffering was shown by the plaintiff, and we respectfully get asked that this be dismissed. Thank you.
Okay. Appreciate that. The court is going to take a 3-minute recess. I'm going to go to my chambers here, overview the evidence provided to me, and I will come out with my ruling. You know what? Let's make it, I'll give you 6 minutes. 6 minutes to be back, but otherwise recess.
What shall you speak to me?
Y'all may rise. Court's in recess for 6 minutes. 6 minutes.
If they don't
I don't know,
grant you
man.
anything, yeah, like,
It's corrupt. This whole system's corrupt.
honestly.
I told her.
Like, I've
We
called these
got-
fucking cops as witnesses.
We got cops
and
to
I tried
try to get
call them,
blood
and they
at
were
the
like,
thing.
"Oh, just call my lawyer." And like, I call this guy, and he's like, "Oh, they're not here." Oh, whoop-de-doo.
Brother, you have killed it. Fucking killed it.
I think.
Win or lose, walk out.
I mean, they just didn't stop. They just left my ass, and there's no way
Yeah,
for
seriously.
anybody to prove it. The cops can just wipe my blood off their cars and, hide the evidence.
I mean, literally, they fucking rammed you, and they didn't take the necessary precautions to make sure they were okay, and you should be awarded damages for that. If you don't, then this whole fucking city is fucked.
But
Yeah.
Don't stop. Listen, you're on our side for a reason. It'll take a lot of cops to realize that.
I mean, it's like I said in my statement. I'm not asking them to punish them for doing their job. I'm asking them to, hold them accountable.
Should have
the
mentioned
whole
how much
thing.
money I spent after the incident.
Yeah.
No, you're good, man. I don't know, man.
Also, I don't know if you can allow any of those videos from prior to the incident. When I literally posted a video of Peacock hitting you, it's like
You're killing it, brother.
what the judge told me when we were having a discussion before the court case was that none of it was to be allowed, and then he still goes on about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
Shit. I don't know.
I mean, you're right. It just shows how I was before. You haven't seen a 20% since. I haven't been making videos. I've
Exactly.
changed my lifestyle entirely, which sucks because I just wanted to make art.
Yeah, I agree. It does suck. I was one of the people enjoying your art.
Yeah, I know. I thought I had a lot of fans, but I guess I don't.
Motorsport bike. Like that was clear that he was on a crotch rocket at the slides. And then it switched to BMX and I was like, wait, the bike come in. Hold up. And I know nothing about this case, not a fucking clue. Just going
The city only loves criminals and cops, it seems.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, it's so obvious from the treatment and your therapy and everything.
Go to bed. Go to bed. After this, go to bed. Say fuck everything.
But I guess you're just supposed to ignore that.
No, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Just, fly out if the police hit you. Like, yeah, like what the fuck?
Okay, stop. Don't ever do that again. Never. Promise me, Mike. Fuck this. I'm talking about choosing that.
Honestly, I don't know why the judge who dismissed the case originally is taking this on either. It's like, how can you judge honorably if you're dismissing a case? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Now you passionate bitch. If I'm ever on the other side of you, I give up. I'm done. I'm gonna walk out this motherfucker as soon as it starts. I give up. I quit.
Good, because you're a piece
Never
of
name,
shit.
in
sir?
my life will I go up against your passion. I'll never take the chance of winning or
Good.
loss.
Piece of
What's
shit
your
officer
name,
got
man?
me fired for a lie. Piece of shit.
What?
Brother, it wasn't a lie.
You're a piece of shit.
Even I was going off of what I was told, brother. Just
You're a piece
doing
of
my
shit.
job. Wasn't intentional, man.
I hope you get shot
Fair enough. I have many times.
and die permanently.
Damn, Boris.
That's crazy.
I mean, if it was a lie and there was evidence to prove your case, brother, you'd have your job. I don't know what else to tell you.
You're just mad that I said my name was Borat.
No, brother. You was
Yes,
I mean, if you
you
want to
are.
go into that again, we can. I'd rather not, but we definitely can.
Why are you wearing yellow like a bumblebee? You look like
It's
shit.
black and gold, brother. Black and gold.
You look like shit.
Fair enough. Jealousy hurts sometimes. I get it.
No, it's not jealousy. You have like what do you have on your face? It's like a dead mole rat hair.
Now you're just talking shit to talk shit, brother. You know it looks good.
Does it look good? What do you think, Dao?
I played the fifth.
Exactly.
No, not you, Dao.
Oh.
You know, his beard's the same as my boss's beard, so I can't say it's bad.
Mr. Silas, I seem to have lost your phone number.
But
Oh no.
like I told him, brother, win or lose, fucking walk out of this bitch with your head held high, man. I'm proud of both
Thanks,
of you on
man.
this one. This was fucking phenomenal to watch.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Suck my
All
dick.
rise for the Honorable Judge Fergie Ferg.
Silas, you didn't send it.
I did.
Apologies, I'm 2 minutes late.
Nobody gets up. Fuck all y'all.
Okay, now you did.
Okay.
You got my. I sent you that. What you hear?
Too much in the court case. What do you?
Okay. Now that court is back in session, court will find that the preponderance of evidence was not met in this case. Unfortunately, Mr. Mercer, you've now found what it is like to be in the hot seat of the DA's office on a criminal case. You've not brought me enough evidence to convince me that this has happened. In fact, the evidence presented today has pretty much shown the opposite to the court, and the court will rule in favor of LSPD and BCSO.
Bunch of bullshit.
This is take it in stride and use it as a learning tool for future cases. And I do appreciate your time, but that is all the court has. Court is adjourned.
Thank you for your time, Your Honor.
Smack the gavel. Smack it.
I wasn't expecting that. I was not fucking expecting that.
He was paid off.
We needed that.
Swear to God, dude.
What the
Okay,
fuck?
Silas. Yep.
Oh my God! Right.
Jesus Christ.
The city's corrupt.
Sug min kuk.
All right.
Håll käften.
Mike, can I talk to you for a sec?
Yeah. Let's go, Mike. What the fuck?
Du känner jävla drit.
How did he win that? How did he win that?
Because y'all are corrupt. The system's corrupt, and they don't protect the people. Let's go, Silas.
Oh,
I found this at the surplus, and I was like, "Fuck it, this is." I swear to God, dude, if I ever make a career change, look out.
Come here, I got a question for you.
Come on, Jimmy. Fuck these ass.
I guess the city's never gonna see a BMX video from me again.
The cowboy hat.
The city is corrupt. Entire police department.
Seriously, like what the
Oh, and they locked the door. Nice.
No, unlock it. Dude. The fucking judge who dismisses
Fuck,
the original
yeah.
case gets to rule on the
We need
on
a
the case, like,
retrial.
what the
We need a fucking. This was a shit show, Silas.
I need to kidnap that officer.
Don't do it, Boris.
Borat! Don't call me that shit name.
All right, Borat. I was trying to hide your identity in there. That's why I said it.